because there are just a few people in Zoom and I believe more on Workplace. So for everyone who can join in Zoom, please join in Zoom. Who find it more convenient to join us through the Workplace, you can also do this. Okay. So let's start step by step. I want to start with information about why we all are here today. Thank you for joining our TechOn R&D talk. Basically, it's like online meetup where R&D specialists share their insights about latest technologies and trends that we have captured all around the world and among our clients where we're working with. So basically, our clients often ask, how can I tell my brand story at a trade show in an equal way? Or how can I differentiate my brand from competitors and then keep them engaged with my product or services? And the main question here, can I generate like any return of investments from these activities? And that's why the topic of today's session is immersive experience. And let me introduce Anna Sheremetieva, who is Senior R&D Product Manager, who will tell you more about the industry of immersive experience and how those experiences can I've asked before. And we believe that with this direction, we can find new opportunities both for implementation of new cutting-edge technology and solving the most significant problem for our clients, bringing and engaging new customers to their business. So Anna, stage is yours. Please tell us more what we're going to tell about.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for joining today. I would like to emphasize that today's talk will be a little bit different, and you will get why. And today our topic, of course, is immersive experience and how we can create them using the emerging technologies or any other technologies we have in-house. But before starting, I would like you to vote in our Zoom chat or Workplace chat, who knows what immersive experience is. And for those who knows, please just put 1. For those who doesn't know, put 0. And so we'll see how our audience understands what is that and what is statistics about that. So again, as Bogdan said, my name is Anna, and I'm R&D Product Manager here. I will collapse the and let's start. While you're voting, I will tell you about interesting insights that we have. So I assume that among today's participants of our R&D talk, there are a lot of people who are working directly with clients, product managers, directors, account executives, so basically decision makers. And here is the point. Currently, the world economic is in the deepest recession since World War II. And the World Bank Group latest report that you can see on the screen right now makes it clear that new hazards are threatening to make the matters even worse. So today, each business, including SoftServe, maybe more than ever, searches the ways to attract and, what's more important, retain the clients. And SoftServe needs to consider how else we can help our clients to survive this turbulence of the crisis. Except the global recession that we currently have, COVID pandemic has triggered quite significant shift in customers' behavior. So according to big consulting companies such as PricewaterhouseCoopers and McKinsey, the shoppers now keen to try new ways of or new methods of shopping. And there is a trend in shopping digitalization. Basically, more and more shopping happens from mobile phones. On the other hand, offline stores are now the place for getting inspiration and connecting with other people, not only for buying the item. The shopping now is more technology infused with those AI, big data, and many different solutions that enhances the customer experience in store. And what's more, the customer, the shopper, expects to get something more on top of just buying the item. So there is one word uniting all these trends that we just discussed. And this one word also represents one of the possible ways to solve the problem of client retention and attraction. And let me speak about it a little bit more. Think about your clients. They all do some business. Business is money, money coming from their customers. Customers are buying from them because of their great product or service. So basically because of their unique value proposition. But while buying, the customers are also getting the experience with their company and building their opinion about it. And at this point, the customer basically makes the choice or decides whether to buy from this company again or not. So the experience, with the emphasis on this word, is important. So I was thinking about what the classical customer journey looks like today, and recalled my personal experience with known and valuable brand. For example, Apple. I believe many of you bought products from Apple. This company offers fancy, design-centered products, and this is their main differentiator, but not the only. So what was my journey? I entered this store on the picture in Midtown San Francisco, and what I saw inside is rather a gallery or art corner where creative people can meet and try the product or educate themselves. And by the way, on the second floor of that store, some photographer was giving a speech to some strangers like myself. So I came with a specific purpose to buy a product. So I went to the product area, and first I was walking around. Then the shopping assistant approached me with a personalized warm welcome. And he politely asked me what's my needs. Then he presented the solutions, explaining all the features. Then he allowed me to try it. And of course, then answered dozens of my questions, demonstrated everything. And then after I confirmed my intention to buy this product, we proceeded with a payment and this beautiful packaging. You know, at Apple, they're super crazy about the art of packaging. So in the end, we end up with this fond farewell and invitation to buy again from them, to return. So you probably experienced the same. I was leaving the premises of that store with a thought that Apple Store is really much more than just a store. 10 or 5 years ago, those community and experience centers and Apple customer journey that we just seen were really, wow, something incredible. It was something extraordinary, and it empowered Apple brand, attracting billions of users or visitors globally every year. So do you think other businesses are not doing the same today? Just remember your shopping experience with some retail brand or at, I don't know, Toyota car salon, or even buying insurance policy. It's pretty much the same now, right? So Apple, what they did, they established this customer journey standard. They became a benchmark. But with that, they also lost a little bit its idiosyncrasy, because other businesses or brands started copying, like replicating this customer journey. So it meant for Apple, this magic and this uniqueness in customer journey has vanished. So do we have businesses now who broke this standard customer journey and found new uniqueness in customer experience? You can put some of your thoughts to the chat, but I will tell you, yes, for sure. For example, Italian artist Massimiliano Siccardi revolutionized museums and exhibition industry by creating this Van Gogh immersive exhibition. They used just simple projectors to project the animated paintings on the walls, supplemented with some mysterious astral soundtracks. And they, with this atmosphere, they allowed the visitors to really get inside of those paintings, become a part of it, and live through it. So do you feel the difference with a conventional museum or art gallery? I definitely, yes. So Canada Goose is a retail brand focusing on clothing for extreme weather conditions. And the brand has built unique cold room. That's the picture from there. It recreates the natural environment simulated from one of the Canadian regions with super harsh weather, for which this coat actually was designed. So the customer can enter this cold room and feel the temperature, wind, the landscape details like this rocks or icy surface, to test the gear as if they went to polar region, to that Canadian region with the harsh weather. Chanel, they created a lip scanner solution, which allows the customers to scan the color of any object around you and get the color from that object, and then get the suggestion of Chanel lipstick of that color. And then the customer can upload this photo and virtually try this lipstick. So this solution makes you try the lipstick without actually trying it. So in those three cases, we've seen different industries and different businesses, but what is in common between those cases? I'll tell you. So they all injected immersive experience into their customer journey. Now, what's immersive experience? I ask you in the beginning, who knows what's that? The truth is that there is no precise definition, and very possibly I will be the one who will give you this definition, my vision of it. Some authors, however, provide the definition of immersive technologies, and usually they connect it with the usage of VR, AR, and metaverse technologies to create some digital simulation of the reality that can be experienced by the users in a way that it is similar to the real world. By my definition, immersive experience is what makes user, customer, visitor, whatever, to dive deep into the recreated atmosphere, like with a Van Gogh exhibition, and believe in it. So we achieve it via multi-dimensional influence on key customers' sensations: visual, audio, tactile, also sense of smell and taste when possible. So immersive experience is not necessarily virtual. Immersive experience can be technology-less or technology-based. For Van Gogh immersive exhibition, they used simple projectors. Canada Goose, Cold Room is a bit more sophisticated solutions. They used different sensors, controllers, like programmed hardware, software to manage the cold room. But Chanel, they applied more advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and AR in order to create the immersive experience. But is it the limit here? Now I offer you to use your imagination and travel with me to this imaginative car salon. Imagine you enter this car salon and the consultant is still there and very welcomes you. Same situation as with an Apple customer journey. But while he greets you, on the spot next to you appears the holographic car model of a color and a model that you had in mind coming to this car salon. You are shocked. How did they know? But the consultant only smiles and offers you to experiment a bit with the car of your dream. So he enables the transparent screen for you, and where you can select some materials and textures for the interior of your car and digitally try it. But now, new piece of experience. You are wondering how this car model can behave on the icy road, for example. And then the consultant brings you to the simulator that fully recreating your already customized car. And now you are test driving the simulator, the car, and you can physically feel everything about the textures, vibrations, temperature, and how it behaves on the icy road, like a real. But the point is that you just drove the car with zero waste, zero CO2 emission, and spend zero money to learn that this model fits your purpose. So you can order the car that you like. So all this imaginative customer journey was fully experiential. Looks like fantastic, but I would say that a lot of pieces that was described in this use case are already there. Transparent screens, not a new thing. Hologram thing, again, digital textures. It's all already there. So basically, we can create immersive experience with simple technologies like projecting some animations on the walls, and more complex like AI, AR, whatever. But what about trending now, metaverse, quantum computing, digital twins, IoT, and plenty of emerging technologies you probably even never heard of? How can we use them to create unique immersive experience? Let me give you some ideas. For example, manufacturing. If you're making furniture or some home decor accessories, you can use metaverse to check whether it looks good and works well from function point of view. And you can also invite some potential customers or focus groups, whatever, to collect the feedback before you spending money on manufacturing those features. For agriculture, you can have a digital twin of a plant on your agricultural field to experiment with and improve your field performance using the digital twin. In retail, for instance, clothing made of smart textile that can change some characteristics. For example, warm your body when it is chill outside and then cool your body down when it is too hot, just by changing some settings on your mobile phone or your smartwatch. So emerging technologies can really make a difference. They help to differentiate, surprise your customers, maintain this wow effect, and create unique, engaging experiences. But still, there are some stereotypes about the technologies that our clients or our potential clients might have. That the technologies are super expensive, they are limited to specific premises or place, very complicated and not clear at all. So actually, the technology is not necessarily sophisticated. Van Gogh Immersive Exhibition use simple projectors. And they also not always limited to some location, to some space or premises. Chanel Immersive Experience can be used anywhere because it is online experience. There is a stereotype that the investments are too big, but for instance, Van Gogh immersive exhibition investments were around $300,000 of US dollars versus 250 million of US dollars in revenue. And now you also can see that immersive exhibition sold 2 times more tickets than the conventional one. Canada boosts extended markets thanks to this cold room immersive experience. Markets like Japan, allowing the customers to try the code in real-like environment, which is not common for that geographical area. Chanel boosted sales thanks to that, especially online sales, thanks to availability of this virtual try-on. So we have seen some real and imaginative examples of immersive experiences. And as you can see, they are completely universal. I mean, they are industry agnostic. And moreover, immersive experience definitely helps to make more money. And now I'm glad to announce that we are launching immersive experience service at SoftServe in order to create next generation customer experience for our existing and new clients, in order to help them to differentiate their business and increase their brand awareness. And now for a second, I would like to drop the presentation and show you the page. It's still on dev environment, but after official approval, it's gonna be live and you will be able to show it to a potential customers or our existing customers. That's the starting page. And of course, the website is also immersive, as long as we're selling immersive experience. And I will just try to show you that how it looks like. So here you have benefits of the service, how exactly we can be useful for our clients with that. It's technology driven, as we mentioned. That's a basically key differentiator that we can create unique experiences using emerging technologies. So here we have some portfolio of use cases. We will talk about it a little bit later. And in the end, of course, we have the statement that the experience is human-centric, because the main beneficiary of the immersive experience is the end customer, so the human. Now I'm returning to my presentation to talk a little bit more about different use cases. So our service has two main use cases. One is creating experiences for expo or brand product awareness events, conferences, and those types of solutions are rather short-term. And the second is creating in-store or online experiences to advertise the brand or product in a new, memorable way. And this type of solutions is rather mid or long term. So for our potential clients, we have a clear roadmap on how we work on this type of solutions. And I would like to return to the website to show you this roadmap. So here we have the roadmap that explains how we process this type of requests. And here I would like to emphasize that I'm super happy that at SoftServe we have full range of skills required to build the immersive experience end-to-end, from screenwriting to implementation to marketing, helping to promote the experience or the brand of our client. Coming back to the presentation, I would like to emphasize on the next thing that building the immersive experience or promoting the service to our existing or potential clients, what we would like to do is to leverage our expertise in matured, but what's more interesting, new emerging technologies created or adopted by our R&D lab to make this experience more unique. As well as we would like to empower those solutions by technologies of our partners, such as NVIDIA, Unreal, or cloud solutions, because those solutions in many cases will be really required, one of them. Those technologies here, that's just a short list. Think about everything we have in SoftServe, any expertise that we currently have. But it's structured in that way that it basically follows the definition of our immersive experience, that we want to influence different senses of the human, let's say. And here again, it is structured in this way that there's a visual part. We have many different technologies, not limited with this list, for visual part, for audio part, for tactile part, and many others. Here, the main point that we just wanted to provide the example of various technologies SoftServe has experience with. But what's interesting, there is a market for this service. There is a little problem with that. The same problem as there is no clear definition of what immersive experience is. There is no good definition of immersive experience market. But here is what I can suggest. Those components basically create the immersive experience market. Exhibitions, trade shows, events, and normally some specialized agencies are driving this piece of market. Immersive brand experience, that's the piece where the companies or brands, they have their own experience office, for example, like in Chanel. And immersive entertainment. And here, mostly some artists like Massimiliano Sicardi, who created this Van Gogh exhibition. So that's the component of the market represented by artists who create this type of experience with projections on the walls, etc. If we check some numbers, we can see that for exhibition, trade shows and events, those markets growing, maybe not that dramatically, but it's still quite big and growing markets with smaller growth rates than it can be, but still it's quite big. If we check the immersive entertainment market, so especially immersive technology market, remember this is VR, AR, XR, metaverse. So the market is over 130 billion. So we expect it to be like that by 2030 with a growth rate over 20%. So it's quite promising and a big market. If we check like what's going on, so here another perspective on the market. So for us, from our perspective, as a software who launches the immersive experience service, for us, our market, different industries. For example, luxury fashion market or health IT or automotive market. So from software perspective, that's our market. As you can see, mostly it's a quite big markets, and most of them, except affected by pandemic and global crisis, automotive. The rest are really growing and promising markets. And now if we check some insights from those markets, we can see what drives, for instance, exhibition market is that normally on those types of events, companies would like to show their products or launch their new products and make some marketing and brand awareness around that. Another driver is the technologies coming into the exhibition sector more and more. And they're really the driver now for the exhibitions. And exhibitions are great because they can attract quite wide audience for the businesses, where they can show their products and raise their brand awareness. And again, the demand for business-focused events are rising, which means good for us. We are at the right direction. If we check some more trends on exhibition markets, again, businesses, they are visiting summits and conferences to showcase their maybe prototypes or new products and services. That's the place where they want to shout about new things that they created. And that's the place where each company, each business would like to distinguish themselves somehow, to show that they are different from their competitors, because industry events attract the businesses from the same industry. And so basically in the booth next to you can be your competitor. And of course, you want to have some tools to differentiate. When it comes to regional like regional insights, so US dominates on the market. They have those summits, conferences, events more frequently than in other regions. On the other hand, in Europe, this growing adoption of technologies like big data, analytics, etc., for live shows. And actually, they use more technologies to enhance customer experiences, especially for this in-person experiences for end users. Yeah, that's the last trend also confirms this. This live show becomes smarter, I guess, smarter in terms of usage of different technologies, and they are now more digitally enhanced, and they provide interesting interactions and experience for the users. That's all pieces that help businesses to increase brand awareness, differentiate themselves, position themselves as a technology-driven company. When it comes to immersive experience market, so I have only this number, but this market is really big, because we have not only exhibitions, we also have museums, entertainment, video games, theme parks, and a lot of other places where immersive experience can be shown. Even at the office, at SoftServe, that's what we did recently during the client visits. We just showed some demos, some immersive experiences that we created for other purposes. But when the clients are visiting the office, we are showing it to them, and they are getting inspired. And of course, as of today, we have some completed projects. I will talk about just a few, but there are more. For instance, our client Valeo, last year, they requested us to help them with creating immersive experience for Expo. So it's basically the first case, use case with immersive experience service. And in the end, Valeo is a car brand. And in the end, we help them to create immersive interactive experience, which uses digital twin of the car lighting system and allows to configure that lighting system using digital twin. And on the Expo, they had also physical pieces of lighting system. And when the visitor approaches, it can configure some pattern or color scheme for the lighting system. And immediately it is that physical pieces are replicating that pattern. So the project was very successful. And to confirm that, they returned to us this year, and now we have continuation on this project, and my colleagues are happily working with them to build another solution. So it was Expo case for the client. We have a different case when we had a very technical demo, which was adapted to be an immersive experience, AR-based immersive experience. So here we used digital twin of some piece of equipment, and using the AR, the visitor was able to get the instructions with a digital twin, try to fix the thing, and then basically replicate this fixing with a physical piece of equipment. So this solution to advertise the technology for the manufacturing businesses, for instance, this solution can help engineers and some technicians to perform services, equipment maintenance, some fixes. And this demo was also shown on multiple big events in Europe, and it's still going on, and it's gonna be shown on more events and conferences. So again, one more successful case. And one more example is a demo or immersive experience that was built from scratch specifically for SoftServe with a concrete specific goal to increase brand awareness. So the demo is supposed to attract people to the booth and then launch the discussion around the technologies, because this demo was packed with many technologies, and this is our vehicle to speak out that SoftServe is a technology-driven company, also an example of immersive experience. For those who don't know what it's all about, the point is as on the screen, there is a digital human, implementation of digital human, with which the visitor can interact using the gestures and haptic feedback. And during the experience, we generate the digital avatar of the visitor using computer vision, machine learning, because we have gender and race recognition in order to generate this digital human. And in the end of the experience, the visitor gets the printout with this digital avatar, but also an NFT with this digital avatar. So this demo is about, conversation with a digital human who knows the future and what jobs can be in metaverse in the future. This demo also travels a lot in the US and also in Europe. It has a good success, generated a lot of leads, and it did the job. So it attracted a lot of visitors to the booth, for instance, in the recent event in Santa Clara and also at Web Summit. And now we are investing more to extend this demo. I provided you 3 examples of different demos, and what might be interesting to field managers, to salespeople, is that the budget of this type of projects is comparable with the budget that Van Gogh Immersive Experience exhibition invested to build their immersive experience. So it was around $250,000–300,000 of US dollars for those things. Of course, we have more different cases, and they will be published on the Immersive website once it will be live, and you will be able to check it out. And here was a fortune teller. I just maybe I commented the part of the technologies that we used to create the demo, but again, you can see a lot of them, from Unreal and the MetaHuman Creator to some applications in order to voice over that character, to blockchain, media haptic, AI and machine learning. And also we demonstrated a human-machine interaction interface when the person can interact with a digital human visualized on some display, and use the gestures and computer vision and haptic in order to kind of have a conversation with that digital human. Some of those technologies are, let's say, very recent, so emerging tech. And this solution has become possible and unique thanks to those emerging technologies. Byproduct from that demo is photorealistic digital assistants. So using the same experience, we can demonstrate that SoftServe is capable to create photorealistic digital assistants for very different use cases, starting from, let's say, performing some routine tasks on receptions at hotel or hospital, at car salons, or be virtual tour assistant, to be a digital teacher or trainer. And so that's the future, and I invite you to create immersive experiences with us. If you know the clients in your portfolio for whom you can pitch this new service, please reach us. Also, if you would like to get training session for you to get more details, more information about this service, again, please reach us, reach me, reach R&D team, and we will be happy to run learning sessions, share materials, share pitch decks that you can pitch to your existing and new clients. And we're still working on some more value proposition for different regions, and those updates, I think we will notify about them. And now I think that's the time for Q&A. I'm glad to answer any questions that you might have. Go ahead.
Before the question, if any, I want to say that, Anna, thank you for such a great presentation. It's a really deep dive into immersive experience topic, and I believe for everyone who was present today, it was like, or either new or existing, but still really interested deep dive into it. So I encourage everyone who has a question, as Anna mentioned, you can ask it right now and get a quick answer from Anna in real time. I believe it's a good possibility. But still, you are so passionate about immersive experience, and it's really interesting to see how the interaction between consumers and enterprises or brands will be changed in the future. And those passionate is justified based on the market trends and everything you have shown for the audience today. So basically, the technologies is in the core, not only of growing the businesses, but also of in interaction between the businesses and customers. And we can see all the recent like hype and buzz with generative AI, with like spatial computing devices that would be introduced for consumer market that definitely bring the new opportunities for consumer metaverse and so on. So that's why if you have any ideas, even not from the perspective of clients, but even if you feel that those types of projects might be interested for you, you might contact also Anna, and just be aware if there will be, I don't know, any opportunities that match with your skill set, or just if you working with the same project, you can also share with us, so we can just to be aware and conclude them into conversation with the clients. So I just saw one small statement, not the question, but rather a statement on workplace. It was on the part of your presentation where you have mentioned the Apple showroom. It is the statement from Pavel, who said, like, the description of this Apple not anymore store convinced me to never buy anything from them. So I would say the statement is so direct, but still, I don't know. I believe that Apple also transforms their in-houses, in-house stores, and made them even more attractive for the customers. Maybe we are not so frequently visit such kind of in-store places in Ukraine, but still in-store experience is a huge topic. Isn't it, Anna?
Yeah, for sure. So that my personal experience with Apple was a couple of years ago, before the COVID times. So of course they might have upgraded it, that user journey or customer journey, Apple customer journey, that what was taken from their website quite recently. So I believe the customer journey, how they operate, from what phases they do have the customer service is still there, but how the environment looks like inside, of course, that the subject to change, and it might be different from country to country and even from store to store in the same, let's say, city. It was in San Francisco, in one of the stores. That times, what surprised me a lot was that there was a lot of people who were coming there just for having conversations. Here and there, I've seen people talking to each other, showing something, testing the devices. And on the second floor, there was that pitch of a photographer that, from what I got, it was famous photographer in San Francisco, and he was giving the insights on how to shoot the best photos. And it was great because I'm, as a stranger, I can just come and hear what are his insights about making great pictures, and it was a great experience. I still remember it. It means that when you are creating great customer experience and make it memorable using different approaches, my point is that not only immersive experience can make the customer journey unique. There are other instruments, but since SoftServe is a technology-driven company, of course, we offer to leverage the technologies in order to build different immersive experiences. So we'll just enhance customer journey, make it memorable, so that after years and years, you can still remember what was great about that shopping. And if you ask me where, like, if I need the next cell phone, where I'm going to go, of course, I will go to Apple. And of course, if I have a chance to buy the laptop or iPhone in the US, I will definitely do it there because I can get this unique service there. Not sure about Ukraine and Polish location. Not sure it will be the same, honestly. Because in the US, they're super crazy about how they proceed. They have specially trained shopping assistant. They have patterned how exactly they should behave and what exactly they should say. So it's all pre-programmed, so to speak, but it's very it's a great service.
Yeah, definitely. And we have one more question with Joanna, who asked, do we have any one pager of the service? Joanna, Marta already answered you, we do. So I believe we can share with you in private messages, and also we'll include it in follow-up message after this session. And one more statement from Piotr. He says, great presentation. I will be in touch with Anna, as one of my customers could benefit from such solution, I think. So I believe Anna would be happy to get in touch with you if you have any opportunities. It might be well. It just works. Yeah. Thank you, Arkadiusz. Great summarizing of today's session. So that's it. Looks like no questions right now. So thank you for everyone who has joined today. Have a great evening or day. And thank you, Anna, for such an inspiring presentation.
That's why I said it will be different, because it's a little bit more about inspiring people, how immersive experience can make a difference for businesses. It's less technical, because each and every experience that we could offer to the businesses will be different. That's the whole point, to make it unique, and it always be a mixture of very different technologies that we have in house, and if needed, even out of house, let's say outside of SoftServe. But what I like is that definitely like that we have so many great people and skills that we can do many things without involving third parties in order to create something outstanding.
End to end, yeah, this is definitely our like competitive advantage among like small agencies and
yes
companies.
This is why we can compete with those market players that I showed you on one slide with 3 bubbles, because artists, they do not have access to technologies. Events, exhibition agencies, again, they most of times they if even they have this some technologies, they are super limited. It's something very limited, or they need to hire someone else like us. So we can be or supplementary to them, or still compete.
Yeah. So bye everyone.
Yeah.
See you in the next
Have a great day.
session in a month, and stay tuned with our updates.
Thank you.
Thank you.